Keith, welcome to Dallas, man.
My friend, thanks, man.
We're going to make Keith, we're going to honorary Texan. So we're glad to have you on this tonight. There'll be some great information being shared. Keith has a great setup here already. I know, Keith, you've been, 22 years, right? In Southern California?
Oh, no, I've been in Southern California for 40 years.
All right, 40 years.
And 22 in the same apartment.
22 years in the same place. So Keith just moved here to downtown Dallas area with us, and so we're really, you know what, Keith, it's wild, just down the hall from each other. So
yeah, I mean, we're right out the door, and you know, I'll tell you guys. Let's make sure that we're broadcasting, that you guys can see us. So we're on. Okay. Benny, thank you, man. Benny says send Bruce love from
thank you, Benny.
From Maryland on behalf of his mom. You know, so
we all love our moms, and my mom passed Friday morning, and you know, we had planned to do this, so we'll be at her funeral tomorrow. Great lady, Keith, and I know all of us love our mothers, and mine was very special. So thank you, I appreciate that.
Yeah, and you know, I heard you tell a story yesterday, and guys, we're going to get right into the meat of this. I know why you're all here. You're here to learn more about what's going to happen with YOcoin, what's going to happen with YOcoin, the business. You want to know the inside out. You want to know about Ethereum. We're going to be going over the back office. We're going to be going over the growth and the hyper growth that we're experiencing, and what Bruce and his team and some of the other leaders in this company have to do with taking this to the next level. But, I mean, Bruce, I don't want to put you on the spot. If you feel uncomfortable about this, could you tell us a little bit about your mom, what she meant? Tell us the story.
You know, all of us have stories in our life that often bring us to direct sales. And you know, Keith, I'm gonna honor Sam too. Obviously, Sam Mendez is my partner, and you know, we would have the team, the staff we do, the groundness in technology, and even from the legal side, the wording of documents, et cetera, et cetera. Sam has been a great friend for a number of years and is my business partner. And you've been around him.
Great guy.
He grew up in an LA area himself, law degree from UCLA. Highly experienced in technology. So, you know, say thank you to Sam also. But, you know, this industry is amazing. I mean, today, Keith, you know, we're doing a viewing of my mother, and you know, Taylor Hagan and others came. Fantastic flowers sent from people who just, you know, are buddies and friends, and so we appreciate that. You know, my mother was an awesome lady. We had some hard, tough times when I was, you know, early in life, and my father had, you know, we were really a single parent family. My father left when I was about 9.5, 10 years old. And had a couple of sisters and a little brother, and one bad winter, and we were in the projects. I mean, we were living in subsidized housing, and I was sharing that. And my mother was working jobs to make ends meet, and she fell and broke her leg from her kneecap down to her ankle in 5 different places. In the settlement from workman's comp, Keith, she was able to get a house. I told this story, and I'll cut it short because it was very emotional yesterday just sharing. She was able to get a house, and she turned that house into a daycare business. And she raised children, little kids that came through the same kind of thing. You know, no father, and mothers were going to college or whatever, trying to work their way out of the situation they were in. And literally, you know, yesterday I said thousands. I don't want to exaggerate, but we would, at many nights, there would be over 20 kids that slept all night at the house.
Wow.
On top of what her limits were legally, and she honored that. She had helpers. But over a course of a year, she would have maybe 300-400 different kids. So literally, thousands were touched by my mother, and they're honoring her over the next couple of weeks. We'll have a memorial service around that town. So she was a great lady. She was a great lady. My tenacity and my brother and sister are hugely successful business people. The reason that you know, we made it through the rough spots was her ability to. Just fantastic. So I really thank you for letting me honor her here early on here.
Yeah, and I appreciate that. And the reason I even bring that up is because I want everybody to know out there that through all of this, you've got Bruce Weiss, who has been spearheading this operation here in the United States and around the globe, literally, and working day and night and and I've watched this firsthand, and there's reasons why I moved out here, and Mona and I uprooted after 22 years of living in Los Angeles to literally pack everything into a van and tow our car and come out here and live and be in the pulse of this situation. You know, I don't think anybody else would have shown up to this tonight. You know, the services are tomorrow. Bruce was, the reason I wanted Bruce to tell the story is to show you his commitment to this team, to the situation, to this company, and to the building and the growth and development of this this phenomenon we have here around YOcoin, and you know, the people that we've been able to bring to the table. I mean, like I said, anybody else probably would not have been here tonight. So Bruce, I want to thank you for showing up. I mean, I know
I appreciate it.
no,
I appreciate it. You know, we prepared today. Yesterday, you know, we had a meeting, and I wanted to see people then too. You know, my mother showed up every day at the end of her life, was still influencing people. Just, you know, Friday morning, Thursday night, Cindy, myself, others were there. She was laughing, and you know, she during the night she went to see her maker. So anyway, I really want to just start tonight, Keith. I'm just going to jump in here.
Please do.
There's a lot of questions around you know, YOcoin and who is YOcoin and how the company has chosen to distribute product throughout the world. One thing I want to assure you, we have experience in hyper growth. Years ago, those of you that have known me for a number of years know that really we had a company that really set the pace when it comes to non-hard products early on the internet 14 years ago. The first year of that company, we did over 37 million email campaigns. There was nobody big. Frank Kearns was one of the guys selling autoresponders. Armand, I'm trying to think of Armand's last name, was another one. But we dominated that space. There was nobody mailing more mail than we were then. The company exploded all over the world, over 300,000 people, 192 countries. And we kept the wheels on. We kept the wheels on because I had family that had a lot of experience in technology, early adopters. And through that company, and my accountant, I met Sam, who had spent more years than I had associated with technology. So when we looked at YOcoin, Keith, those of you that know our background, we had experience with cryptocurrency. We had filed a 38 method patent as it applied to processing cryptocurrency and as it relates to direct sales and managing risk in direct sales. We had shipped product around the world and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars in affiliate commission before we ever seen YOcoin. We had seen OneCoin. Won't get into all that because it'll take time, but March early of 2015, some of the same team that put YOcoin together, or YOcoin together, I helped evaluate OneCoin and was paid to do that. But the point is that we were ready and looking for a new cryptocurrency in what we were doing, because we believe that this is an emerging trillion-dollar industry. That's what we believe. So YOcoin's decision to use management teams around the world to manage their markets, some of you know, we were a part of VEMA. VEMA did that. We had all of VEMA Europe in our organization, virtually all of it, 97,000 people. You have other companies that have done that over the years of time with warehouses and other things. YOcoin needs that just for the distribution of money, taking in payments for YOcoins and paying out commissions. So we're one of the companies, and we're probably the largest, I don't think we probably are, we are, that is doing this for YOcoin. And we're doing it in markets that we love and care about. Europe, the U.S., South America, chunks of China we're already in heavy, Philippines, other areas, as you know, Keith, we'll discuss at later times. But we're going to help the company collect funds for YOcoin, and we're paying out commissions, as those of you know that have already received your checks and wires. Of course, Canada is in the mix. So YOcoin is really doing something that only direct sales will allow it to do. Because when you look at Bitcoin, the early days of Bitcoin didn't sell Bitcoin direct to the consumer. You have lots of exchanges. You have like Coinbase. You have other things that manage the money. Same way. But YOcoin has a different situation in that it has direct sales.
Yeah.
And so we're a company that manages, I think, the greatest markets that YOcoin has, to be honest with you. And we intend to do it well. So, that's who YOcoin is.
Yeah.
We're a Texas corporation. And Keith, we'll cover a little later the office, some of the new office space and other things we're working on. But we've been working on for a while, as those of you know, a new back office. The face of the site, YOcoin.net, has been live and it's replicated. But we've been working through challenges that come when you have a large company, 70,000 people, and you have it spread throughout the world, and you have different payment methods into that. You have different technology than maybe we would have chose to use when it applies to direct sales. We're excited about what Banerjee and the team has decided to do with the coin, and we'll talk about that a little later. How they manage that. Keith, it's incredible how we've grown the company, and you've helped us do that. We're grateful to you with the technology and the way we've done it. But moving forward, we know we need something significantly better, and that's what we've been working on. So over the last literally few hours, days, we've been able to put the entire tree together that includes everybody throughout the world. So we'll have a seamless back office that we can do business with. And Keith, it's really in three parts. We explained this yesterday in the presentation. The first part that will come live, and we've been telling you this, but we're going to show you now, and over the next few days, we're going to show it. You're going to see it all of a sudden be there and go live, and we're going to be excited about it. But it's a way for us to enroll someone and have a wallet that will work throughout most of the world. And the payment methods are going to be exciting. Actually, some payment methods that I've said, no way. Yes, there's going to be a way. And so we're incredibly excited about this new wallet that's going to be attached to the back office and through the app process. And we have a new tree, a new way that you can see your organization grow, which obviously is going to help you build your team properly, sponsor people where you want to, and just a lot more seamless process. The second step that will happen with the back office is going to be pertaining to commissions, taking over the commission module, making that a lot simpler. But you'll still be able to, during this time, the front end will happen first, then the commission module, then the coin process and the tracking of the coin. So right now, as you know, Keith, we work day and night, literally on this. And we're going to show you some screenshots right now as you talk. And yeah, we're going to be a little slow on this. You'll have to excuse me. He has a Mac, okay? I'm not a Mac guy. But we're going to open this up and kind of show you, just walk you through some of these things that you can expect with the new back office. And Keith, I know we got a great crowd here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Pretty well maxed out, full house. Thank you for being here on a Sunday night.
Absolutely.
We appreciate it. And so, Keith, let's go to some of these back office pictures.
Let me, guys, give me a second here. I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing our webcam, and I'm going to go to the screen. Let's see, show. Okay, so let's go to
right there, I think.
the back office.
All right.
And I'm going to give this to you.
All right. So I'm just going to talk through the top part because some of this is just static, but I'm going to show you. This is a back office. And do what now?
That
little arrow there. Here. All right. Like I said, I'm going to
the arrow. Okay.
I may have
Can
to
you
let
see
you
it?
run
Right
this.
there.
There we go.
There you go.
All right. So this right here is showing. Okay. Wow. We've timed out here. That's not what we wanted to do.
Let's do
So
this.
let's do this real quick. All right.
Go ahead.
All right. We're going to do that, and we don't.
Wait. Go in here.
Yeah,
Sorry.
let's go back. I'm sorry. Down there.
Let me try this.
And now you can
hang in there with us,
you can
guys.
tell we're pros here.
Yeah. Anybody can make it in this business out.
Okay. It's called caps. I'm sorry.
You got that right. Okay.
So you can tell we're really logging in here.
How's that? Okay,
That's
now I'm going to
good.
take the caps off. There you go. There you go.
All right. go here. I'm sure we're getting a lot of fun comments there. So as we go up here, one of the things that you're going to like is you're going to be able to use this menu right here and email different members of your organization. So it'll show you and expand out. You can sort by name. We won't get into the type stuff yet because all of that is being inserted, but it'll show the personal number of affiliates each one of those have enrolled. So that's going to be a real simple way to communicate with your organization. I'm going to go up here and look at the tree just for a minute. So the tree is obviously different. You have an ID search or a last name search that'll be live. You just come over here and click. I'm gonna do that. And one person here. And you're able to then just go right over here if I want to go to the inside leg. And I know this is something that a lot of you have been asking about. So you'll be able to go over here and you'll be able to use both your username or your ID as your enroller ID, and that'll work anywhere on the app. So the app is very simple. A lot of you have already seen this type of app, but this will work right there on the tree. So you're able to easily enroll somebody using that. Now I'm going to backspace here. So you'll be able to, again, drill down on your team, and very, very easy. I'll go down here and just click again. You'll see how simple that is. You can go to the bottom left, the bottom right, et cetera, et cetera. So it's very easy. You can hit right on the open leg. The other thing that it has, and that we've showed you before, but it has a very simple way to update your profile. This is something that all of you have been interested in, and this will happen in the first phase of this. So you're going to be able to change things really quick, very nice and clean, which is excellent. You're also going to be able to use the method that we have here to purchase more YOcoin. So got that. Thank you, Keith. So you'll be able to upgrade or add YOcoin and go right into the same shopping cart and use the same method that you've used before to do that. The same method that the wallet has. And again, you're going to see things like debit cards in most markets. So I know some of you are probably applauding right now that that's the case. Okay. So again, you're going to be able to enroll a customer. Very easy. They're going to be able to do that outside of the environment too, through the replicated site. So you refer a friend, okay, and you can actually come in here and put this all in. You can put in your own email address it's coming from, and you're also going to be able to use the support, which we won't get into the actual admin section, which we did at the meeting the other day. But you're also going to be able to use Zendesk. We will be using Zendesk, which will allow us to interpret this as we go. Now, also, as you're logging in, you might have saw that, and I don't know how we get back to that login page. I'm trying to see. Can we go back? Yeah, because you're able, really easy here. Okay, I think we're probably going to go back here a ways. I just want to show you that if we can get here. Yep. I want to get to the main page of the actual
log in.
page. Yeah.
Okay, so then log out.
Just, okay, we'll hold on here a minute. But anyway, where did I do it? Here, right there. That's it right now. All right, sorry about that. But really, what we got here. So we were able to go up here just to give you an idea and pick any language you want, and the whole site. As you're logging in, will be in French or Chinese, whatever. The front of the site, YOcoin.net, if you go down to the left, scroll down to the left, Bing is there. So, Keith, really what we're doing is we're shifting gears as we grow the company to bring the front end, the direct sales side, up to what's going on in the back end, which we'll cover in a little bit, because we're bullish on Ethereum. Big time, as you know. We have a reason for that, because technology people, as I've witnessed Sam talking and others talking to Dr. Bitcoin and others, everybody likes Ethereum, and there's no reason. Yeah, we'll jump back here.
We're gonna jump back on here again real quick, guys. So give us a second.
So the point is that we really have a real clean process that's going to be completed on the front end. And then it will apply to commissions. We'll have an end of a commission week, and we'll bring the commission module in, of course. So they ought to be seeing us now. We can Shut that other part. Bring us out. There we go.
There you
There
go.
you go.
Okay.
So this is really going to help accelerate our growth, obviously, because you're not going to have the placement issues, you're not going to have the password issues, and you're going to be able to really place people where you want. Look, those of us that have been involved in this early stage, there's two phases to growth when you talk about direct sales of new companies. It's called a hunter and a farmer phase. And I learned this years and years ago. A lot of people call it different things. Keith may have a different term. But really, the hunters are the ones that go out and can get the arrows in the back. The farmers are the ones that come after the hunters has went through and got the enemy out of the land and come in and plant and nourish and build. And so that's what this type of system is going to help happen. This is what we've got to have to grow. Look, this easily over the next 12 months can be a 1 million person company. The roadmap is here for success. We have, people ask constantly, Keith, what makes YOcoin different than all the other coins? Well, several things do that. One, it's us, direct sales. That YOcoin committed to direct sales in March of 2015 and gives us advantage that Bitcoin don't have. Now, would we like to be worth $11 billion? Of course we would, Keith. But that's going to be nothing over the next 2 or 3 years as it applies to cryptocurrency. Somebody is going to become the people's coin. It's not Bitcoin. Bitcoin is slow, number one. It's 2009. Look, nobody knew when they were growing this thing, I don't think. I call it trickle-up economy. Right. Bitcoin is used by major companies now. Blockchain.info is going on tonight. I promise you, transactions are going everywhere, Keith. While banks are asleep, Bitcoin's running. But it can take you 35, 40 minutes to process a Bitcoin.
Yeah, right now. I've had to take up to 24 hours.
Absolutely. The blocks are full. Developers are not working on it. Nothing. Look, it's still better than anything else. It still is processing major money faster, quicker, safer. There's more discreetly than anybody else. It's not built on a 1953 rail. But nobody's working on it because it did not bring this financial model in early on. So Banerjee and the team of people that developed this coin chose direct sales, Keith, to do this. And they were very smart because it's a compensation model for us to use. Now, some of you have questions and say, wow, this is a commodity. And, Keith, we're constantly getting questions on how can you direct sell this? Well, I'll tell you this. I'll propose this to you. If a gold mine in South Africa was willing to mine nuggets, now listen to me, mine nuggets, set it aside, put it in a pile somewhere, and let us direct sell it, we could. We could. If they were willing to pre-mine it and allow us to make our direct sales commission off of what they had pre-mined without negotiating the price up front, saying we're going to give the 40, 50% it's going to take to pay the marketing plan, you can have it, they could do it. Why hasn't that happened in direct sales? They're not willing to do it. Look, if an electricity company would let us sell electricity and give us 40 to 50%, we would all be in the electricity business. You agree with me? We all would. So YOcoin really did some genius things, not with us advising them. It's saying we're going to pre-mine some coins, we're going to set it aside, and the only way you get those coins is to buy them through YOcoin, through a YOcoin affiliate, or earn commission. So the coins that end up on exchanges and otherwise come through us. And that's what the opportunity is. It's massive. There's no reason in the world we're not going to break every direct sales record. Look, there's another company out there who's not an open ledger, who's not a real cryptocurrency, who's not on exchanges, and Keith, as you know, doing over $100 million a month. There's no reason we can't go there fast. And we're putting the tools in play. And look, it's taking us time. It's taking us time. It's challenging. And you know what? We get hollered at. We get asked, why? Well, let me tell you, it has been a big-time task. It's been a big-time task. It has. And literally today we were updating some things because we're going to do this right so we can run, okay? We want to go fast. People all the time say, I used to get humored early on in my career. I was lucky to get around some guys that taught me how to build fast. And people would always say, wow, you can't make money overnight. Well, you can't quite overnight, but you can do pretty darn well in a short time. You have, and that's have you not. Okay, pretty darn well. And you're not the only one. The bottom line is repeat, and not everybody's going to do this. I'll just disclaim right now, big thing, not everybody's going to do this. But the bottom line is there are people making thousands of dollars a week because they plugged into this. And you know what, Keith? They sell $50 packages just like they do 1,000. They sell $50 worth of coins. Look, I would say most of your people started at 50.
Absolutely.
Would you say that?
Many
I'm not
people.
telling you that's what you should do. I'm just saying that happened. But as they watch the coin grow, and as they watch the company mature, and as they watch leadership unfold, and that's what we were talking about earlier, you got to take ownership in your business. This is going to go like this. You're going to wake up one morning, this is going to be in place, the app is going to be working right, and the coin's going to go to the moon. Have we not seen? We saw it now. This will be the third time. And really, what we're excited about is preparing YOcoin for growth, and you're seeing it.
Yeah.
We're glad to have Keith here because we're going to do a lot more communication this well. I'm sure you'll hear from Sam and others over the next few weeks. And the fact that YOcoin chose to land on the Ethereum blockchain, Keith,
Yeah, talk about that.
it's a big deal.
Yeah.
Look, Ethereum to us Ethereum really was built for applications on the blockchain. And what I mean by that is Bitcoin got it started, but now this year there's $1 billion in infrastructure been invested in on the blockchain, not building coins, not currency. Yes, it's great, and this is why you have all these financial people. If you've not watched the videos on YOcoin.net, shame on you, okay? Because you're not serious about your business. The bottom line is these top financial minds are high and big up on this and saying this is the new internet. It'll be bigger than the internet. Why? Because it's built around a financial model. It's built around commerce. So this blockchain is going to do magical things. It's going to do medical records. The patents are already filed. It's going to do Wall Street stock trade. It's going to do title search. It's going to do a lot of other things. It's going to run business, Keith. It's going to make a way for companies to not have to have servers. It's going to allow smart contracts for things like services like you have like an Uber or a Airbnb or where smart contracts can be used. And look, YOcoin can be at the fronting edge of all this because it's chosen a company like Ethereum that's built for smart contracts. And why can't YOcoin really be the coin that drives Ethereum? You have 700,000 Ethereum Mist wallets. They're hard to download, takes time. Yes, they're secure. Yes, they allow you to interact with developers. But let me tell you, yesterday we had a room full of people, and we might have had 5 people that had went through that process because it takes time. YOcoin has made a simple wallet that puts us interactive with Ethereum. And what does that mean? Well, it means that we can have more wallets in Ethereum soon, Keith. We really can. It shouldn't take us 6 to 7 to 8 months to have more than those 700,000 wallets active. So if we do that, then what are we? Well, we're the engine behind these applications. And you guys know we're building an app. We're very, very proud of what we're building. We're going to show you 2 or 3 images here in a minute. But Keith, Ethereum is magical. Yesterday, we were comparing Ethereum to company Oracle. Yeah, Oracle. I mean, look, in Fortune 500 companies, 90% of those companies ride on Oracle. They are. Oracle is the engine that makes them work with their software and their back end. You don't know that. You don't look at it, but that's what makes them work. So we think Ethereum could be the Oracle of the blockchain. Now, if we're right, and then YOcoin is positioned perfectly to grow its value, to be used as a currency, and to move us forward in a big, big way.
And can I jump in here for a second? I would say that, if you're wondering how powerful this is, don't take our word for it. Go out there and look it up on the internet. I mean, look. You can find this information just about anywhere, and the smartest people in the world are the ones that are most excited about this. It's the same people that were excited about the internet before anybody knew what the internet was.
Well, and let me tell you this. If we would have been in Herbalife right now with a new product, or a Forever Living, or whatever company you want to use that's Forever Old, Manatech, or anybody else, and we were to have all these markets open at once, and this many people joining daily, and all of this money flowing in, look, we'd have brought them to their knees. They wouldn't be around. So these bumps in the road have only strengthened the resolve of the company. Banerjee and the team making the move to really solidize security, growth, the future, showing their intent by going to Ethereum. Look, if you didn't have an intent of being long-term, you wouldn't make a move to Ethereum, Keith. It's just that simple. So the bottom line is what YOcoin is going to do is we're going to continue to file patents. We're going to continue to build applications that work and help this coin line up right beside Bitcoin. We're going to build things that Bitcoin's there and YOcoin's there. Why are we doing that? We're going to do it because YOcoin will win over the race, because the speed of the coin, the use of the coin, and the expansion of the coin, we get compensated for. Look, there's never been a company since Art Williams, A.O. Williams, which is now Prime America, positioned to do something in an emerging trillion-dollar industry like we are, Keith. So the point I'm here tonight for is it's worth it. It's worth the commitment to this. Thank you. Thank you. We have an attitude of gratitude here tonight. Look, you know what, Keith? Not very many times do you get a chance for these kind of runs. I know I got a buddy out there right now. I'd say his name. I don't know if he wants me to, but he's on the way to the Philippines tomorrow on a plane. Yeah. Okay. He was just been in LA all week, so those of you that know him knows what's going on. He's going to get on a plane. He's calling me a while ago, leaving a message for a couple of his team members on some things they need to do. Look, speed. 3 weeks, about 800 people. And we know we see this. We see Mark. We see Mark start out that runs the Skype group, and overnight, 160 people. You don't do that. You don't do that with average. So the bottom line, this story is resonating. And we have done more quicker than any cryptocurrency in history. Forget the direct sales part of it. Get that out of the way. We've done more quicker in cryptocurrency than any company in history. So now it's our time to stabilize our foundation. Look, this is why I'm not a fan of overnight promotions. This is why, the recent promotion some of you saw, I'm not for it. And it wasn't supposed to be shown in our market. We told the company, we don't want it here. You know why? Because we want the foundation strong. If the foundation's strong and we focus on the coin, look, then we're all going to do things. I've had entire ships of people win trips. Literally the whole ship, a whole Carnival Cruise ship, because we waited and did the promotion and the contest at the right time. So look, we all will do well with this. And I love saying in meetings that there are people that are customers of the coin that will be maybe the biggest winners, collectors of that, maybe the biggest winners financially. They will make more than you and I if we don't maintain and continue to collect the coin. Taylor that was there today, beautiful flowers. Thank you, Taylor. Fred, wow, what and others, Dr. March, others that sent us stuff. I appreciate you. I'm not saying this that others maybe not here. Moni, who baked incredible chocolate chip cookies. This is what a family does. Look, this is what a family does. And I will tell you right now, we're going to build a financial community together that's going to stretch. We're already in Nigeria. We're already going into the Congo. We're already going into the Philippines. These are high-risk markets, and the only way we do that is cryptocurrency and together. So, Keith, I'm pumped. I'm I'm energized tonight.
I love
just being here. Let's show them some of the app. What do you say?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's do that. Okay, guys, we're going to jump off here.
And then Keith's going to show you some pictures in the new office. And it's a great apartment Keith has here. We'll have to take a camera around and show you a little later. It's wonderful. So we're going to show you just quickly. We'll do another webinar on this. We're going to do these on Sunday nights, right, Keith?
Yes, we will. Yeah.
So we're going to talk about, I'm going to actually let you direct this. We're going to talk about BitQuick here. And this is a great name. Thanks to Sam and the team. Already filed some patent work on this. But BitQuick is going to take Groupon head on, Living Social, these guys head on, but do it with cryptocurrency. Yeah. And so you go on to the next screen. These are just images. And really, Keith, as you know, Keith, we buy a lot of Bitcoin every day. Yeah. And the office we're going in is 14 floors of tech, as you know. And the reason we really got in there, how we were buying a lot of Bitcoin, we really got in there because they helped throw off some of this app. And we built an app, as you know, a very successful app. We've worked in the mobile space. And very successfully built, just really launching around the globe. But I want to come in here and get into what BitQuick does. BitQuick allows a business to put a coupon up, and instead of spending like this $100 coupon, instead of spending $50 cash, okay, which actually Nick and Sam's very famous restaurant in Dallas will get $25 out. I don't know if you know that. $25 on $100. We're saying, wow, what if you could have cryptocurrency and buy that $50 coupon with cryptocurrency with a YOcoin or a Bitcoin? Yeah. What would that mean to a business? Now, you see here the retail, the eat, the spa, the wellness, just like, as you look across here, just like a Groupon, except again, we're using cryptocurrency. You see a referral number here, which brings through the YC number. The wallet is here. So what happens is this allows a person to look at a business that might not even do Groupon because a lot of these businesses are learning that Groupon actually is their own customers coming back, saving. So they actually go and look.
Cannibalize.
It's hugely successful, but they still are realizing that. Number two, they don't have the speculative fund of what if this grew? What if cryptocurrency would grow? And this $50 that a person paid for 100, maybe over time it might be $200, $300, $400. We think that is a huge upside. And as you know, businesses we've talked to, we have one, Kenny in Chicago, that's been in that does well with Groupon. That businesses are responding, not only responding, but actually coming into YOcoin as they look at what we're doing. Go to the next one here. So what occurs is that again, a person is constantly seeing these new deals in front of them. They can buy or they can pass, but it's area sensitive. Okay, and it will be global, just virtually instantly. We're going to create like a launchpad campaign over the next couple of weeks with actually some of your help, where businesses can start early, coming in and say, I would be interested, where we're educating them, okay, to what we're getting ready to do with this.
Can I jump in?
Yes.
For real quick second, you're saying this is going to be global ready?
It's going to be, it will be a native app to Android and the iPhone. But the point I'm saying is it weaves in social media, which we're not going to get into that screen. We will over time, but it allows people to push this out. So the business actually is able to go down here. I hope I picked the right, the right screen, because the business is able to see, because the entry point of the app is it a millennial, is it a new customer? The demographics of this is able to be shown right through the app. Okay, so in the coin value here, you see 3 coins listed.
Yeah.
So they're able to look at which coin is actually performing above the other. So they're able. The business actually has a wallet that it's free, man. It's free. The business is able to open it up. There's a monthly fee that they pay, but it only comes out of the first couple of 3 deals. So there's commission back into the binary. Yeah. There's commission to affiliates to go do this, but we'll get into that because we have a very unique rating system, very similar to Uber that we're applying here. So there's just incredible design going into this app. And it really is going to show, look, this is what Bitcoin needed. Yeah. And the speed of this into the market, I think, is going to blow people away. So we'll do more of this in future webinars. So you know what, Keith? Look. We know we need a marketplace, and as you know, we already have a platform that allows products to be put out all throughout the world. So we intend to do everything we can, YOcoin does, to really bring YOcoin to a global market. Now, I know you've got some things that you probably want to cover. Sure. So I'm gonna turn it over to you. I know I've talked everybody's leg off. Thank you for putting up with me this long.
Great.
And appreciate it. Thank you.
Here's what I'd like to do is I like to, I know there's been a lot of people, and questions have come up about, home office in Dallas. Yeah. And up until just recently, I wasn't aware that this was considered a home office here in Dallas, and you cleared that up for me. So we went up there and took some pictures, and this is just with my iPhone, guys. Let me make sure that we've got this up here, and it's looking good. Let's see. So we're showing the screen. Okay, good. Okay. And give me 1 second, guys. So, all right, so I just want to show you this, a couple of the pictures that people that come into town and people that are here will be able to do business in these offices. They're beautiful. I mean, this is the 14 stories that we were talking about. A couple little off. They're not exactly straight. Like I said, I just took these with my iPhone. And just to give you an idea of what we've got here, this is before our meeting yesterday. And we had a nice, probably about, 50, 60 people in the room yesterday?
A little more, but yeah.
And nice little training on Saturday, so a little coffee break room there. You can see here a first mover and YOcoin Inc. on the door there in that office building. And this is downtown at 211 North Irvine, yeah, in Dallas, Texas.
Yeah. Okay. We'll be in there heavy the first of the month.
Yep. And then you can see our reflections in the window there. And there's some area, support. Nice meeting rooms. I mean, it's really set up well for business. And
This is yesterday.
yeah, this is yesterday here, right before the meeting.
Yeah. We'll be using this a lot.
It's a great space.
Early.
Yeah, Mike.
Thanks, Mike.
You gotta love it. Okay, and so and there's Cindy in the background there.
Yeah.
All right. And so it's got a great space, Dr. Bitcoin in the background there on the poster. Cindy hiding behind the post over there. So, I just got to say that this has been a great move for me and Mona. I mean, we've really put a lot of faith into what's happening here. And I remember this conversation that you and I had. Let's get us back on the screen again. Okay, we're going to stop this. Let's see here. Stop showing the screen. Okay, so we're gonna get us back on the screen here again. But guys, we're gonna close this out. I know there's been lots of questions that have come in. Do you want to address any questions about this?
Let's
see what we can do here.
All right.
Okay, let's see. Let's
see how we can do it here.
Okay. Hey, Keith and Bruce. Okay, let's see. Can't see everything. Let's go to the top here.
All right.
How are you liking Texas, Keith? I love Texas. I love Texas, guys. I really do. I mean, this was a great move for us.
Thank you, everyone, for sending in nice messages. I appreciate it. Good, YOcoin. Hey, Ronnie. I know they're coming to the Philippines. I know they're going to be doing some things there. Good. I like it. I know we got some sites that are going on around the world. We appreciate that. I can't wait to get my own office on the 7th floor. Good, thank you. I know there were some times that we had some black screens there totally. We will decide to release to the YOcoiners very, very soon. Look, the bottom line is we have some things to do over the next few hours. We're doing those, but we're very, very close. Look, the tree, as you know, Keith, we went through this. The tree was the tough deal because dates and times, and there was thousands. There was about 7,000 or so people before YOcoin began to do what we were doing, and right away we said, look, we need to help with the back office. We did 3 moves like this. We've actually changed pay plan structures before doing it, but never one of this size. So it's been a challenge. We have global markets everywhere. We have different methods of payments in, but most countries moving forward are going to have this wallet, Keith, which is just fantastic. We appreciate the vendors.
Yeah.
Does it have to be, one of the things we're asked, does it have to be in $50, $100 increments? Look, I'm sure that's going to adjust itself over the next few days. That's a great question. At this point, yes, on the entry. We'll address that though soon. As all of you know, we've been good about that. We've been good about helping and assisting, but yes, that'll change. I'm sure. Might be 25 or something. We're the entry point for the market. So it helps us to sell and manage and get a certain level of commitment from someone. Can YOcoin still be mined? That's going to be addressed on some future calls. I don't want to address that tonight because, as most of you know, there's 100 million smart contract out there. There's a couple more coming right behind it to equal what we had before we went to Ethereum. And so we'll be doing that on a little later call. Anyway, also coins being released. Stay tuned. There is an extended date going to happen. There's a few more days being given to us. And tonight we're even working on communication with a lot of people. Most of you, it's been okay. Those of you that had older coins, and quite a number, we're working with you. And really, the taking over of the front end of the back office will really help us with support. Because you're going to be able to come in just straight into where we see it. We're very proactive on this. And we've worked with Banerjee literally over the last 24 hours. We're going to extend the date till the end of the month. Again, 211 North Irvay, but we won't be there really full-blown until the first part of next month.
Yeah.
We have nice lofts here where we're at. We have a mobile app, as you know, office in downtown Dallas. We've been one of the top tech incubators. Actually, the top one. These new buildings will actually take that over. But that whole building is is very unique, and looking forward to some of you there. Now, some of you asked about the $2,000 max limit. Yes, there's a lot of reasons for that, so we're thank you for that. I want to schedule good. We see all kinds of good. Yeah, you're right. I mean, one of these comments is, look, there's so much outrage about the banking system, and you're right. I say this all the time. There's a lot of questions we get asked, and I want to say this in the nicest way I can, and then I've got to wrap it up here. But you know, a lot of times we look at companies differently than we should. You know, I make jokes, but you know, it's so funny how we want to see, you know, how well somebody's dressed that might be managing or run the company or directing, or you know, where are they at, or what's this office, whatever. Look, got to tell you, Bitcoin. If Bitcoin was an MLM, it would be second to Amway, third would be Avon. It'd be in the middle. No bank account. Started in 2009. So wow, what success that is! And none of you can show me a picture. Maybe Dylan, if he's on here. He probably is because he just texted me something. Dylan, you're scary, buddy. But anyway, I don't know how you came up with that. But the bottom line is that Keith's cat is introducing itself. The bottom line is that if Dylan might be able to show a picture of the creator of Bitcoin, but most of you couldn't. Yet if you were to walk into Amway or Avon or Mary Kay, you'd see these rows and rows of pictures of distributors. Nothing wrong with that. We like to be recognized. But the bottom line is that's not what makes these things happen. What makes these things happen is wallets, coins distributed, success stories like we're talking about, raising value, and pushing this coin out to the marketplace. That's what's going to make it successful. And Ethereum is a great choice. You know, one of the things we're going to look up, Keith, over the couple of these next meetings is really go back and look at Oracle. What were the first couple of companies that jumped on Oracle? What drove Oracle to the moon? Because we're going to see applications here that are going to shock you, and we want to be the economic engine behind it. We can do this together. There's nothing will drive this. Look, this is the day for direct sales. It really is. This is the kind of thing we've been doing and needing. And your friends out there say, oh, you can't do that, you can't do that. Really, you can't do that. That's amazing. It's a commodity. It's an open market price. Nobody's manipulating it. None of us are paying extra fees. We're not padding it. We get our commissions out of that. We get all the coins for the money. We get our commissions out of that. I got news for you. There's companies in travel. There's companies in power. And I go back to the gold mines. So there's companies in jewelry with diamonds. But again, you don't have that in those companies at the price is super in the marketplace. You're really not the best. You don't have it. And we get open market pricing. So the opportunity is vast. It's big. And look, those of you that have done this early, you're going to reap the rewards. You just are. The value of the coin and the growth of your organization, because you've done it. You got out there and chipped away with the hammer and chisel, and now we're coming in with the big old, you know, what do you call? I don't know. Big drills. The big drills are coming in. Yeah. And we're going to have a lot of fun together. A lot of fun. Look, there's no reason that you can't be a big part of this. There's no reason that you can't do better than you ever had in direct sales. There's no reason, Keith. I think that we're going to. I think over the next few days, we're going to see a lot of excitement. Going to be in California, Keith. Yeah. Keith came here, and he's going to take care of you. We're going to go to San Francisco and LA. And Sam and others will be out there. So we'll see you soon. Thanks.
Were we all finished?
I think so. You might have a.
Well, I'd like
to go at it.
To end it up by saying, listen, guys, we're entrepreneurs. You know, we assume risk where no other people will stick their neck out there and assume that risk, and that's what we do. And you know, some people are just not cut out, like you said, for the front end of this. And we're going to take our bumps and bruises. We're going to get shot in the head with arrows, and some people are going to break arms and legs and fall over the side of the cliff. And it happens. It's part of doing business. We know that. We were small business owners. I mean, you've been in business a lot. You've had several different types of businesses you've been involved with. And, you know, it's just a part of the game. This is an exciting part of the game because the people that understand the risk-reward factor here on the front end are the ones that will, no doubt, reap the greatest rewards when everything, like Bruce was saying, comes into play. And it's we were right there. I mean, that's how close we are. And I got to tell you that there's a couple of things that I've seen. You know, there was a company called Power Network, and I remember that they went through some major. Do you remember the stuff they went through? They were blacklisted on Facebook and Google and YouTube. These guys got slammed, and there were some people there like Tracy Walker and a couple of the others that hung in there. And she worked, and she kept the faith, and she took like what Bruce called is this ownership, not leadership, but an ownership mentality and approach. And she ended up making millions of dollars. Okay, and you know, my hat's off to Tracy. She's a great gal, and you know, several other people that hung in there as well. And I've seen other companies like Imagine USA. When they came in, they were faxing stuff. They made their own brochures. And my friend Jeannie and some of the other people that she worked with, they went on to make millions of dollars, 6 figures a month. But they struggled and they worked hard and they stayed with it and they kept their nose to the grindstone. And again, guys, some of you might want to just sit back and wait and watch what happens. But I'm telling you right now, we have made the commitment. You can see it here that Bruce is more committed than any person I think I've ever met. And I've watched him and his character right before this started. Did I not tell you that the reason we moved out here was because we wanted to be in the heartbeat, not our fingers on the pulse. We wanted to be a part of the heartbeat, and because of you and your character. That's why we moved out here. Now, we take full responsibility for our own success or failure, but we moved out here to be with you and learn from you and work with you and help take some of that load off of you. And guys, I came here to work. All right, so let's work. Here we are in Dallas. We've got a beautiful office opening up here in the beginning of next month.
We've got a beautiful apartment opening up. The lights are right here.
Oh, wait till we furnish this place. Once we furnish this place, it's going to be wonderful. So, guys, with that, excuse me, with that, we're going to say thank you so much for being on here with us tonight. We're going to do this again next Sunday night. We're going to have regular webinars on Sunday. And yes, we will have a regular call schedule. I know Rob has a call schedule. He does 3 days, three times a day. And get with your sponsor, get with your upline, get that telephone number. And I believe that Gary Kramer and I are going to start doing some calls again next week. So we're going to be doing meetings around the Dallas area as well. We do have this hub right here in Dallas. So you want to bring people here. That's where we want to go. But we will do some outreach there. We'll build pockets of business around. So with that, guys, thank you so much. We really appreciate everybody. And this webinar will officially be over. So let's see how we end this. How do we turn this off? That's going to be the trick, right?
All right.
Let's see what happens. Hang on. Okay. We're going to do. Good night, everybody.
All right. Good night.
Okay. Give me a sec.